Welcome to this video where we're going to be starting with a viewer comment, and this comment's coming from Phil. It says, the continuing book of Jasher shows a fighting between the children of Sair and Zepho in Paran. Could it be Zepho made an alliance with the king of Africa Angeas to fight in Sair, a mountain in Africa? Okay, so thank you for the comment. This could be very interesting. We did do a video speaking about let me get to the right one. Who is Angeas, king of Africa, from the book of Jasher? Let's just read a little bit from the book of Jasher so we can get an idea of what's going on here. This is chapter 57, and it says, and the children of Esau again sent to Angeas, king of Dinaba, so the king of Africa, saying, send us unto again other men that with them we may fight with the children of Sair, for they have already twice been heavier than we were. And Angeas again sent to the children of Esau about 600 valiant men, and they came to assist the children of Esau. So we have the king of Africa sending reinforcements to the children of Esau in their battle against the Horites, and it's happening in the wilderness of Paran. Now the interesting thing is that the viewer left this comment on a very interesting video. So it's from our playlist searching for biblical locations. The viewer left a comment on this video. Was the wilderness of Paran or Faran in the Sahara Desert territory of the Ishmaelites? So we're trying to learn more about the Ishmaelites and where they could be dwelling. Let me show you on this map where we're looking. This is the 1766 map of Africa. We see here we have Faran. So this was very interesting because you could say the wilderness of Paran or the wilderness of Faran, and according to the traditions there may have been a descendant of Esau called Faran from the line of the Amalekites. So maybe there was a Faran descendant of Amalek. So what I've done is, let me try and give you some perspective of where this could be in Africa, looking at the modern map. So I would, just guessing roughly based on this map, if I just zoom out, so that we can get a rough idea where we're looking, I would say, in this region of Niger and Chad, we've got this Faran on the map. Now, could it be connected to the wilderness of Paran of the Bible? And I've just decided to try put this on a map to see, I think this is what the viewer may be getting at. So this here is, trying to show where the king of Africa could be, and we did that video. Please watch that video to where we spoke about that if you just coming across this video. So this is where the king of Africa could be, and he's sending reinforcements to the children of Esau in their battle against the children of Sair, and it's happening in the wilderness of Paran. So could that be in this region? And could this make sense with the account from the book of Jasher? And that would kind of support our other videos with, thinking about, the territory of the Ishmaelites. So yeah, that was very interesting. So thank you for that comment to see, can we tie some of this, this other work that we've also done on the channel in with what we're currently doing. And you notice also I was trying to start some preparation for a summary, because I was thinking about doing a summary video, but when you look at this, it's going to be quite difficult to summarize because we've covered quite a lot, and a lot of interesting history, could have been taking place in this region that we're studying. And you notice the only one that's got a question mark here is the Athenians, because in that previous video we didn't bring forward a source that specifically mentioned the Athenians being in this region. It was more of a theory. This previous video about Athens and Tunisia. But I'd just like to explain something, why this could be important. Also trying to think about what we've spoken on the channel before about. So what I'd like to do is remind you of our other playlist that we have, the Roman Empire and the Holy Land. And we were speaking about these major empires, and we did spend quite a bit of time speaking about the Persian Empire. Now, this is just a very simple map trying to just to try explain what I was speaking about with the Persian Empire. So it's not to be 100% accurate, and also it's not set in stone. So this could still change if different information you know, comes out that we have to consider. But just the basis of what I was saying when I was expanding this Persian Empire, when thinking about the Persian wars against the Greeks with the history of Sparta and Athens. But when I was expanding this, I was expanding it more towards Western Europe. So this was the way I was showing this in those videos. But then if you think about that, expanding it towards Western Europe, then you would have to have information connecting, the Athenians and the Spartans in this region. So if I just take it back, so if new people were to come across this video and, looking at what we're doing here, they might say this is not very strange. How can you, why are you even doing this and making videos like this? Athens and Sparta, weren't here. So why even make a video like this? So hopefully, if you have been following the channel, you can see the importance of that previous video, because when I was making this one in this playlist, the Roman Empire and the Holy Land, and I was expanding this Persian Empire towards Western Europe, I didn't have a clear idea about Athens. So if I just go to this picture, Tunis here, I wasn't even thinking at that time connecting Tunis with Athens. So I didn't have a clear idea for Athens, for the Athenians being in this region. So at that point, I was still confident about what I was presenting, because when you feel like you've got truth on your side and you haven't got all the puzzle pieces yet, you kind of start to get a confidence that you will find what you need to find. The information will come out. So it was difficult to make the video, because you are presenting something that you're not sure about, because you're not sure about the Athenians in this region. But I still felt confident to say, this is what I'm looking at, this is what I'm thinking, that the Persian Empire could be expanding into this region, Western Europe. And now this new series that we started, this new playlist, trying to explore the history of North Africa and the Mediterranean, then I was just thought Tunis, it kind of just came out. You think, could that actually really be what we're looking for, with comparing and considering Tunis for Athens? And in this previous video, we actually speak about the Spartans and the Athenians in the same breath. If you think about that, that's why I kind of put that other bit of information about the Spartans colonizing Libya, because then you're speaking about the Spartans and the Athenians in the same breath, in the same region. So hopefully you can start to see why that's important, thinking about all the different things that we've covered on the channel, that this war between Persia and Greece and the famous history of Athens and Sparta, that it might look strange, and when you just come across this for the first time, it is going to be difficult to process. But we are starting to find information about the Spartans in this region. We didn't have a clear source saying that there were Athenians in this region, so it's more of a theory. But now we actually do have something to work with. If we didn't have anything for Athens, then you would have to say it does seem a bit it seems silly to do something like this if if there's no information or no connections with the Athenians in this region. So that's quite important, this theory, that does it hold up? And I was just thinking about trying to explore this name, so I went to just explore the origin of Athens, and I just noticed this variation, which was quite interesting. So the Old French, coming from the Old French, Atenes, and then I was thinking also again about this about Tunis. If you were to put an A before there, Atunis, is it actually quite similar to this variation, Atenes? So at the moment it is just a theory. It needs to be worked on. I can't say at the moment for sure that it's it could be the real Greek Athens, but now we actually do have something to work with. We do have a theory for the Athenians and the Spartans being in this region. So yeah, that's very exciting and interesting for the channel and for the research. So yeah, at the moment I'm thinking about the summary, but I might just pause this playlist, this history of North Africa and the Mediterranean. Let me just try to explain what we're going to hopefully be doing. So this playlist, the Roman Empire and the Holy Land, I decided to finish it with like two finales. So this playlist is kind of closed now. Can't really come back to this one and add videos because of the way I decided to finish it. But I don't want to do anything with this one yet. I don't want to say we're going to finish this one, or I don't want to make a finale just yet. What I'm going to do is just pause it, because I'd like to go back to one of our other playlists that are actually still open. Got quite a few playlists. What do we know about Esau and Edom? So if you're following the channel, you might remember that this one is still open, trying to keep track of Esau, throughout history. Because just thinking about this, let me go to the right picture, this one, this war, and the king of Africa supporting the children of Esau in this war against the Horites, or the children of Seir, in the wilderness of Paran. Just making me think about the Edomites and keeping track of the descendants of Esau. So I'd like to update this playlist with a very interesting video. And if your memory is not quite as good as it maybe once was, or as good as it could be, just to remind you of the importance of this playlist, we look at that verse from one of the books of the Apocrypha, which said, is Esau the end of the world? So Jacob being the beginning of the world that followeth, and Esau being the end of the world. So if there's any truth to that verse from the Apocrypha, then it's also going to be very important to keep track of Esau and understand Esau. So we'll just try to add a video to this one. So that's going to be it for this video. Thank you for the comments, and also for the thought that's gone into it. Actually putting this comment on this video to help remind us and think about what we've already covered. So that was very helpful, and we can start to see maybe how that could work with the king of Africa, and could this really be connected with the wilderness of Paran from the Bible, and then also with the theory of Tunis, how it's important for this other part of the work that we've already done on the channel. So thank you for watching this video, and if we're able to, we'll try add another video to our playlist, what do we know about Esau or Edom. Okay, until the next one, take care.